Now that my Flynn's is at friendship level 6, I've finally got access to all of the content under his character story section in-game. As I was reading through it, a familiar name kept coming up, Illuga. He's even got a voice line about him. For those who have been excited for Flynn since he was first strip marketed, you might recognize this name from the description of Flynn's, given that these descriptions are often given by characters somehow significant later on in the story. I really do think that Illuga will become a playable character. Characters who have voice lines about them early on, like Emily, also have a chance of becoming playable later. I always consider these something of a teaser. However, up until reading Flynn's character stories, I didn't have much information about him to work with. Didn't even know if he was a him or a her actually. But now we know for sure that he's a young male character, so I'm expecting a medium-sized build like Xiao. But what else do we know about him? Well, let's get into it. From Flynn's character story, we know that Illuga is a member of the Lightkeepers. He refers to Nikita, the Starshina of the Lightkeepers, as dad or pops, though in Korean he calls him an elder, but there's still an obvious sense of closeness, and expresses a sense of gratitude to him for having looked after the young Lightkeeper since young. From these clues, I think Illuga might be an orphan that Nikita took in. Nikita is the only character among the organization of Lightkeepers who knows Flynn's true identity, but Illuga does seem to suspect something is afoot with Flynn's. Illuga, in fact, seems to be a very curious, even nosy character, and he is sharp enough not to take anyone, even those he considers good people, at their word. During a conversation in which Flynn feigns having never played cards before, Illuga suddenly becomes very interested in him, as that fact doesn't seem to line up with what he knows about Lightkeepers. When Flynn tells him a lie about where he got a particular gem, in truth it is actually his moon wheel, Illuga calls him out on it after doing some investigation. As Flynn says in his voice line about Illuga, he displays wit and cunning. Another way in which he demonstrates a sharp mind is in how he engages in conversation, trying to satisfy his curiosity without offending others. And that is why Flynn seems to respect him, giving him the nickname Young Master. He even seems to consider him worthy of being granted a vision or moonwheel one day, according to his hints in the moonwheel story. This makes me wonder if we may get to see Illuga getting a moonwheel one day, or perhaps this is all something in the past. For all his shrewdness, Illuga does seem to be a good person. The very first description of Illuga in Flynn's character story states he is a righteous young man who, worried that Flynn might die alone on the island far from their headquarters and human knowledge, regularly brought various supplies and work documents to check on him. He also believes in paying people back to show his gratitude, having originally inquired about the gem on Flynn's person because he was interested in procuring a gift for Nikita. And when Flynn tells him the secret of how he got the gem, albeit a lie, he was proud to keep his colleague's secret. The line description before that says he is kind-hearted by nature, though adds, especially in front of others, hinting at a performativity to his character and personality. Already, Illuga seems like he'll be an amusing addition to the cast. I hope that he provides me as much entertainment as Dahlia has. I'm really excited for whenever this character debuts. I'm guessing he'll probably be a 4-star, and he may make an appearance after the main Not Cry story ends, much in the way characters like Emily or Aoife were only introduced later on. But I hope he'll be a Hydro character, if only so I can use him together with Flynn's. What about you? What type of vision or moon wheel do you think is suitable for Illuga?